granted the ability to speak. We don't realize how lucky we are until the day we meet that someone who can't. This is Kiara. This is her first year in 4-H and is the inspiration for our illustrated talk. At the age of 5, Kiara was diagnosed with apraxia, which is a condition where damage to the cerebrum challenges Kiara for movements necessary to speak.
This is the NCBN play for 6 years.
Kiara, why don't you tell us your definition of sign language?
Use my hands to talk.
Aristotle said that the deaf and hard of hearing could not be educated.
We were built to use and we were born.
3 million Canadians have hearing issues. Charles Michael de Lilly was the founder of the first public school for the deaf. He was a French Catholic priest who was visiting a family in a poverty-stricken area when he noticed 2 deaf sisters signing to each other. He vowed it to make it his mission to help the deaf and hard of hearing create a language of their own.
He found the school in 1971 in France.
De Lilly was a very humble priest and was quick to admit one thing. Do you remember what that was, Kiara?
Yeah, he learned from his students. Sunday become popular in sports, even baseball.
William Hoy not only hit the first Grand Slam in the American League, but because he was legally deaf, he created hand signals that are still used in baseball today. Have you ever seen on TV when a head coach or base coach was making different hand motions? Me and Kiara will show you an example of a bunt. Arm, nose, belt, nose, ear, arm, and nose. Canada was very slow in recognizing the deaf.
Canada was the first school opened in 1955.
The first school for the deaf in Canada was established in June of 1831 in Quebec. Canada doesn't have its own sign language like the Americans do. Immigrants brought sign language from whatever country they came from. Famous people who were deaf were John Crenshaw, the 20th Prime Minister of Canada.
Martin is expert.
There are many famous people in the world, and you wouldn't even know it, like Rob Lowe, Heather Whitestone, who was Miss America, Bill Clinton, Thomas Edison, and Halle Berry.
Sometimes to talk with babies.
Sign language is the universal language. Kiara and I will show you some signs. Thank you. Eat. Help. Horse. Please. Bed. And thirsty. We will now demonstrate the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. We will now demonstrate a conversation. Kiara, what do you like about 4-H?
I like to ride my horse. Lily, what do you like about 4-H?
I like to help new members. Sources that we've used.
www.playgoodland.com
www.wikipedia,
www.angelfire.com, www.alldeaf.com,
www.signingsavvy.com, and personal experience. Summary. Kiara's definition of sign language.
human learn to talk.
First deaf school was founded in 1771 in France.
But the first school in 1955.
Sign language is used to communicate with babies.
Signing is used in many sports. There are many gaming played here deaf and hard of hearing.
Throughout this journey of preparing this illustrated talk, we have realized that Kiara is still having difficulties with pronunciation and never getting better, proving to us how important sign language is to her and her family. So as you can see, Aristotle was wrong, saying that the deaf and hard of hearing could not be educated. Kiara has taught her family, herself, her school, and myself more things than most 9-year-olds can. Many people with limitations have inspired people throughout the decades. Right, Kiara, what else did we want to end with?
The best and most beautiful thing in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart.
I'm now ready to take your question.
How would you incorporate sign language in today's world?
The question was, how would you incorporate sign language in today's world? Well, if you meaning like with talking like with just many people, or
Yeah, would you expand on it? Would you have it in the schools all the time, taught just like the alphabet, so more people would be aware of it?
Not many people do that. There is just if there is a child most of the time that has difficulty speaking or is deaf, they would normally just have the program just for this one child. And then the person in that class so would learn along just to help the child also.